the Bible doesn't give you imagery of some other place than this world. I mean, I'm sorry, in the Old Testament, the New Testament, in the prophets, in Paul, the only image of salvation that there is cosmic. I mean, it's always not just human beings praising God, but all the animals of the land and the sea. It's a restored creation. It has a new Jerusalem in it, that imagery of a purified Jerusalem descending to earth. But there's no notion of going to some ethereal heaven apart from the rest of creation. It's the imagery is of a renewed world, of a renewed cosmos in which everything, mineral, vegetal, animal, human, is present. All of nature, at the ground of all nature, is personal presence. That's more original than everything else. I just think that's a reality that one can confirm in experience, not just through some sort of set of metaphysical commitments. I mean, it's clear that when you interact with animals, you're interacting with personal beings. I don't give a damn how offensive that is to anyone in the tradition. You are dealing with creatures that have consciousness, that have identity, that have, to some degree, personality. So they are spiritual beings. I don't, any attempt to deny that, I think, is simply based on a rather childish fixation on a kind of notion of what constitutes proper human dignity. So the notion that they're somehow excluded from the universal dispensation of a new creation just seems to me self-evidently a rather squalid picture of things. Those who have owned a dog knows that dog is unlike every other dog in many ways, that he or she has little idiosyncrasies, little habits. There's a personality, you know if this dog is excessively timid or, and you're in all of nature always confronted with a kind of personal presence. I tend to think that, here in Bulgakov, all of nature, all of creation is, in most essence, always already personal. So its destiny can't be the destiny of a machine that merely collapses into dust at the end of its utility. Apokatastasis literally means restoration of all things, and I would include, and all things would seem to include all things.